G'day, welcome back to Duckzilla Gaming and Cities Skylines. We are back with Cities Skylines and the Sunset Harbour DLC, and we are continuing on here in episode 2. We're going to take off exactly where we left off in the last one. Now, in the last episode, we'd just gone through another level, another achievement of our city growth, and we can now put in our fishing fleet. So over here now on the the garbage and industry tab, we now have a fishing industry tab. So in here we have the fishing route, we have a fishing harbour, and we have a whole pile of other fishing harbours here, and we have a fish farm, and we have a whole pile of other stuff we'll unlock a little bit later on. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to get this beastie up and running. So as you can see here on the water, we've got this selected, we've got different colours here. Now these colours line up with this over here, this key. So the orangey colour is anchovy, so that area there is anchovies. The salmon is along the coastline, that's all salmon across through there. We have shellfish in through here in the purple area, and we have tuna all through everywhere else. So what will happen is we'll set up our fishing harbours. Now there's a generic fishing harbour, and then there's also specific, so there's an anchovy one, a salmon, and a shellfish. Now the general fishing harbour isn't as effective as what these specialised ones are, but to get those unlocked we've got to catch some fish generally. So let's get this in there and getting cracking. So placement is just to be placed alongside the coastline here, so he's going to place this one in here like this, and Bob's your uncle, he's placed. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to join him up with a bit of road. So we're going to come in here, we've now got industrial roads available to us. So we're just going to put a small two-way industry road in here. And we should be able to put that down through here without a problem. And into there. There we go. Right. So that's now connected, which is fantastic. And we just need to bring some water across to him. Like so. And then so that will give him the power and the water that he needs. So let's just make sure we've got the power, which we have, and the water. So we've got enough sewerage treatment, so we should be okay. So now what we're going to do is set up the actual fishing route. So we come into here, we've got the fishing tab selected again, and we just select the fishing route. Now we have an input and an output, and that's all we have to worry about. So we have the fishing vessels go out, or the fishing trawlers go out, and then they come back in again. So for this one, now you have to be mindful. If you have them too close to the shoreline, when you have other fishing harbours or ferry harbours or whatever else set up over here, they'll go through those. So we want to make sure we don't do that. So we're just going to go straight out here. We're going to come across the other side, and these will actually collect fish in this route that they're on. And basically the idea is to try and get 100% loading on your fishing vessels. Now, I reckon that this route here will be all we need to get 100% on our fishing vessels. Going to bring that into there like that, and into there like so. So there's our fishing route. So round through there. I don't know how they're going to go with a right angle route there, but we'll see how that goes anyway. All right. So once we've done that, hopefully they should start operating very soon. There we go. There's the first one. So there we go. He's loading his fish, as you can see. So at the moment he's catching tuna, and we'll just speed up the game just a little bit. He's at 20%. Oh, he's going down the other way. So we did the end to the start, and here comes the next one out here now. So he's got 40%, still catching tuna. This guy's following on. He's doing exactly the same thing. All right, so they are motoring along. Where is he? There he is. We can actually track him. There he goes. Still catching tuna. So we're not even going to get any salmon by the look of it, because he's going to be just full of tuna. He should be able to start his turn any second now. And he does. And now he's full. He actually speeds up to head back into harbour, because he doesn't need to be out there fishing anymore. So there you go. So we've got 4 fishing boats out there on that route so far. Okay. Now, that's all we can do. We don't put any more than one route per fishing harbour. So I could put another fishing harbour in and set another route, for instance, if we wanted to. But we're not going to worry about that for now. So what we should see, though, when that first shipping boat comes, or fishing boat I should say, or fishing trawler more correctly comes in, we should now start seeing that we've got fish coming in. So fishing route efficiency is 100%. We've got 5 out of 26 workers, and we've got 1 out of 32 tons. We'll just slowly build up. Okay, so we're just going to let them carry on. In fact, no, what I will do, I will put another one in there. We will put another one in there straight away. Why not, he said. On there. And this time what we'll try and do is we'll actually try and get this to go very much just for the salmon. So if we go directly across here, and then we'll just see if I can just do a 90 degree out to there. Bit messy. We'll just see how that one goes. Right. So we'll just join that road up. Lickety split. We'll make sure the water goes across. And there we have it. Alright, so now we've got 2 fishing routes up and running. There goes the second one there. Now he's catching tuna still. Now hopefully he'll get around through here and have to start collecting salmon as well. Obviously if we're running just a salmon harbour, it'll only collect salmon when it's in the area for salmon. And that's where we'll actually change all this out. Alright, it's catching tuna. Now he's catching salmon. Okay? And he's actually catching it a bit quicker. So you can see he's filling up a lot quicker with the salmon than what he was with the tuna. Alright, excellent. So that's happening. Right, happy as Larry with that. So we've got to keep an eye on that, and we'll get other things to be used in here. So we'll have things like, where are we? There's the harbours. The fish farm, which we said before. You've got an algae farm. You've got a seaweed farm. Now, we also will have, there it is. So we have a fish market and we have a fish factory. So we can put the fish market down now. So the fish market takes in fresh fish from harbours and farms and sells it directly to the customers without processing it into goods. So I think, well, I don't think we really want in the middle of the commercial district. I think just down here might be okay. We reckon. Let's put it at the end of the commercial district there. Alright, so we'll put that in. That's it there. So 0 out of 33 workers. That'll tell us how many tourists and how much fish we get sold directly from there. Okay, so that's all well and good there. Now, I think we've also now got our highways available to us. No, we don't. We haven't quite got the highways. Right, let's go back into here, into our residential area. We've got a high residential demand again. Let's have a look and see how we're going for elementary school. Capacity is 168. We have 187 eligible, so we need some more elementary schools. But we also need some more area for actual residential. So let's have a look and see what we're going to do here. I think we're going to go back here. We're going to grab our road again, our favoured road, our little 2-lane suburban street. Instead of actually impacting a lot of traffic in here, I am going to pull off 1 lane here this time. And then we're going to do everything in behind here, and that'll be the main shuffle area, so to speak. Bring that down to here. And we're just going to line that up, take that back up to there as best we can. And we'll line him up there, like that. And we'll line lastly you up there, and you're not going to want to play the game properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn you off and put you into there like that. Okay. Now, what we're then going to do is we're going to then just join all those up and into there like that. And then, of course, we're going to set residential. That's all going to be residential in there. I'm going to leave that there. That one there we can change. Okay. I don't want residential that close to the roundabout, although I've got residential already there, but I'm probably going to clear that out a little bit later. All right. So our residential demand is dropping. Let's have a look. I think we haven't got enough money to put another school in yet. But I think another elementary school will go down here, and that should help us a little bit. That'll be fine. All right. So residential demand is now increasing again. Now we need to put in our waterworks. So we need to turn this back on again to make it just that little bit easier. 90, 440, like so, and 440, and like so. Hooks up to there, and hooks up to there. Right, so they're going to get their coverage of water and sewage. Now let's have a look at that. I think we are going to need more sewage treatment. So I think it's time we put another eco water outlet in. Like that, we just plumb him in. And that'll increase that capacity. Let me see. Right, there we go. So we've got that capacity fixed up, which is well and good. Our fishing boats are still running around there nicely. Fish sold, well, we haven't got any fish sold there per se yet. We got anyone going in there? We've got 13 workers in there, so that's not too bad. What have we got over here? Fishing route efficiency is 100%. 1 out of 6 freight trucks used. Same there as well. Okay, let's give that a bit of time. All right, so our residential demand has dropped right off. Now, I think we're about at the time where we're going to need some more industry. But I really do need to get over here and set all this up properly. So what can we do? I can always... I could probably put another bit of industry down here. I might just hold off. I'm only going to do that unless I absolutely have to. So still making a bit of money here, which is good. Let's go to full speed and just sort of see how things go over the next minute or so. And we'll see how that all pans out. So anyway, hope everyone is doing well. We are getting on into April now. So the year is flying by. Before you know it, we'll be at the end of the year. And hopefully by then, we'll be almost over and done with all this COVID-19 stuff. And it'll just be a blip on our radar and life will be getting back to some form of normality. Although, unfortunately, the realist in me says I don't think it's going to be quite that soon. But, hey, we can have positive thoughts. And that's what we want to do. We want to have positive thoughts through all this. And for those of you, if there's anyone out there that actually is having negative thoughts or just wants someone to chat to, come and hit us up on Discord. Come and ping me on Discord. Happy to have a chat. All that sort of stuff. There's others there that'll be happy to have a chat as well. We have a wonderful group of people associated with DZG, Ducks All Gaming. And if you just want someone to chat to, if you're having trouble maintaining a social circle or whatever it is, just come in, ping us on Discord. The details are down below in the comments. And we'll sort of see if we can help you out and just at least take a bit of the solitude and everything else away from the scenario of what life we're suffering at the moment. All right. So, but other than that, be safe. Don't be afraid to talk to people. But yeah, we're here to talk to you if you want to. So that's all well and good. All right. A little bit of peak for commercial and industry. Nothing too major. We're getting some money in here. I can probably put that extra school in now. And I think we're going to do exactly that. I'm going to put it down here. It's not going to have the reach all the way up here, but we'll just see how that goes. I can then also put one in here if I needed to. Although there's two very close to one another, that's not really so much of a problem. We just need to provide the schooling for the kiddies. All right, what else have we got? All right, let's have a look. Well, let's have a look at our graphs and that now. So our pollution is being dealt with okay. We haven't got any major garbage problems, I should say. We haven't got any garbage problems at all, which is very good. Our happiness, our residential happiness has come up a bit. We're at 55%. We were down in the 40s, so that's good. We are slowly improving that, and I'm going to improve that even more by putting some parks in shortly. That's all well and good. Healthcare. Healthcare availability. We have no sick citizens. Healing capacity 100. Average health 73%. Not too bad. Death care is pretty good. childcare and elder care we don't have yet. Now that's two more aspects that were added into the Sunset Harbour DLC, and the childcare helps you with your child raising, all that sort of stuff, and gets more beneficial child rearing, all that sort of stuff. And elder care is for your elderly and actually gives you a longer lifespan and all that sort of stuff as well. So we'll look at those when we actually have them unlocked. I think probably the next level we should be close to unlocking those. Oh, speaking of the next level, here we go. Boomtown. Reach population of 1,800. New services. Public transport. Yes. We've got ferries, walking tours, bus, tram, taxi, tours, post service. We have the ore industry specialisation. New policies. New roads. Look at all those new roads and intersections. Have I got highways? There's a lot of new roads and intersections we've now got. And we've got the highways. So we can start doing our industry on the other side of the road. Lots of roads. Lots and lots of roads. Water pipe with heating. And there we go. We've got the cemetery, the elder care, and the child health centre. Fantastic. We've got some depots, taxi depot, ferry stuff. Fantastic. Fish factory we've now got as well. Excellent. All right. So we can really get stuck into it now. So let's have a bit of a look. First thing we're going to do, let's have a look at this child care and elder care since we just talked about it. So the elder care is a small, I'll read it, is a small healthcare facility offering treatment targeted specifically at the elderly, which creates a health benefit. Elder care also extends the lifespan of the elderly within the building's radius. Now, one thing you'll notice is a very big radius. So it's quite a big building, but it has a very big radius. So what we are going to do is I'm going to put that in. So that'll help all our elderly, right? Fantastic. Then similarly, the Child Health Centre is a small healthcare facility. It increases birth rate within the building's radius and offers health services to children and teens, creating a health benefit. Right, now I don't know if they're mutually compatible or incompatible with hospitals or medical centres, but again, you'll see it's got a very big circle of effect, area of effect, and we're going to put that in there as well. So it's covering all this residential area for that now. All right, we do also need, unfortunately, to have a cemetery. So I'm going to put a cemetery in, and I think we'll put the cemetery up over here, up out of the way. I think up there. All right, we're going to close it in with some wood up here, some forest. So, but we've got to get rid of this as well. All right, so that's taken out a good chunk of our $50,000 we just had, but that's okay. Now what we need to do is we need to save up some money so we can change this out. Now let's go and have a look. We'll go and have a look and see exactly which one we're going to look at probably putting in there. I do have a couple of favourites generally. So we'll sort of see a parkland with roundabouts. Now that's not going to fit. It's too big. That's huge, and it's not. I mean, we could fit it here. And the advantage is we can fit it there and then come into the roundabout on a different angle. That's fine. We could do that if we wanted to. No, that's way too big. That's way too big. We don't want a three-way. Double highway exit. Double highway exit. Double roundabout's not going to help me. A dumbbell interchange. Now, that we could use. As you can see, we could. Let's just disable this for the moment. Off. Alright, what that tool tries to do is it tries to insert it in here seamlessly. So we could put that in slightly offset, but it would fit in there. Fit in there before the bridge. That wouldn't be too bad. We could probably live with that. A DDI. Now the DDIs are probably the most effective one to use, and that would take up a very small amount of space. That wouldn't be too bad. The other option is, of course, we could just put another T-way in and just do something like that. So that's an option. What else we got? Got plenty of options in here. That one's a longer one. Highway. Oh no, no, we don't want that one. Deceleration. What's this one? DCMI. No, so that one's not too bad either. So we can probably put that in. That would probably fit quite okay. But I think that's also got, is it rail underneath? No. Oh no, it's tunnels. It's okay. So that's an option. A non-elevated DDI, so we've got that as an option as well. Let's just put the team speed forward. So we've got a few options that would probably work, but I do really want to put it all in one effectively. So I think the DDI is going to win out. DCMI, there's another one there. So we've got a couple of different versions of that. Small turbine. Yeah, the turbine probably wouldn't be too bad. I don't mind the look of the turbine. I think that's quite good. I think the turbine might be, well, how much is that? 42,000. Okay, how much was the D? 46,000. I think the turbo might win. It might be the turbo. Small proper DCMI. There's the turbo. Small turbine. Small interchange. No, it's an interchange. I don't want that. Actually, the turbine is that. No. Yeah. But there's just too many options, isn't there? There's just so many options. All of Timbos are pretty good, although they're not cheap. And they're not small. What's this one here? That one's only cheap. Really? Oh no, that's not for a highway. That's okay. Alright, so yep, I think we've decided it's going to be the turbo, wherever the turbo's gone. Smaller change. Where's the turbo? Small double trumpet. Oh, it's not that small, is it? No. There you go. That's what we're going to use. The small DDI. Oh, no. No. Change mine again. I've lost the turbo now. Where'd the turbo go? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I've lost the turbo. You're probably sitting there going, there it is. Small clover turbine. There it is. 38,000 what we need. That's what's going to go in there. Alright, so we'll leave that there. That's what we're going to use. Alright. In the meantime, we've got demand for some more residential, commercial and industry. So I'm thinking though too, let's have a look in here, the fish factory. Fish factory takes in fresh fish from harbours and farms and turns them into canned fish, which is delivered to shops in commercial zones. So that's going to make us some money too, and that could sit right there next to the fish market. And then that's going to take the fish up here to the commercial areas for sale. So that's an option for that. All right, let's have a look in here, see where we've gone with our education. Yeah, not so, we're right on the border, aren't we? Let's take a punt at fixing this. We want to get our education up nicely. Now the high school, we've got 374 eligible, so one high school would be sufficient. Now, Institute of Creative Arts is an alternative to the high school. I've just got to find something that can fit in this area, and that's going to be a problem. Although what we could do is the elementary school. We can move the elementary school down like that. Done. We can move the medical centre down there like that. Done. Move the firehouse down. and we can move the police station down like that. Then the Institute of Creative Arts could fit in there nicely, as too could the high school. So that gives us the option to place it there in that one little zoned area. So that'll be good. We can do that. Now I've also got to get buses in here. I'm going to have some buses running through to help transport our Sims all over the place. And we also do need to extend this out, get some more commercial down here. It's slow going in the initial stages for sure. All right, where are we at? We're almost at the time of ending the episode, actually, funnily enough. I just want to have a look. Fish are building up. 4 out of 32 tons are stored. We've got 2 out of 6 trucks being used there. 2 out of 6 trucks being used there. Let's have a look and see. Fish sold last week, 100. I'm assuming that's not just 100 individual fish. That's okay, that's working. Look at that pollution though. We really need to get this out of here. All right. Well, what we could do, in fact, before we finish off, let's do this. Let's get a loan. Right, so we'll pause it. We're going to take a loan of 60,000, and we're going to set up our new off-ramp area. So what we're going to do is we're going to demolish all this. So coming through here. Look at all that. Righto. Now, into the roads, and the small clover turbine is what we're going to use, wasn't it? So all we need to do is rotate this around to where we want it to be. Probably, actually I'll delete, I don't think it's going to join seamlessly there, so we'll get rid of that. Alright, well, let's have a look here. See if we can get this to line up as best we possibly can on all 3 sides. I think like that it will work. Right, let's go back in here to the highways. Right, now we've got a 3-lane highway, which is here. So we're going to make you come over here. We want that to be like that. We want you to come over, like that. Alright, so you've joined. I want you to come over to there, you to come over to there. Now we can use the move it tool to just tie this up just a little bit, like so. Get in a bit. Right, makes that look a little bit better there. Now, into here, we've got 4 lanes coming into here. So that's what we want to do. We want to do 4 lanes coming in. Now what that does is it means we can force the traffic into the 4 lanes here. So let's go back to move it here. Right. What I want to do is I'm going to delete that like that. I'm going to just pull this out a bit more. Delete you, and I'm going to, this is just basically to help finesse this a little bit more. Reason being, I didn't like, just do that there. I didn't like the way this was sitting because it was a very short piece of road. Like, see, that's a very short piece there. So now it's not. What we're going to do is we're going to go forward to there, upgrade that one. So what will happen, and we'll do the same over here very quickly. So we'll delete that, grab the move it tool, drag him out a bit more, leave him like that, and then we're just going to put a, okay, we'll just put the 4 lane in there because that's what we're going to be using. From there to there. There we go, turn that around. Okay, now we'll just tie it up a little bit. That goes from 4 down to 3 there, which is fine. Now, what that enables us to do, now by rights, it should do it anyway. We're going to use the President's Transport thingy, TMPE, and we're going to see what it does in forcing the arrows direction. And no, didn't like that at all. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do it manually. So on this intersection here, we have 3. It's got another short one there, hasn't it? Right, that's not helping us. So we're going to go to this one here. So this lane here, we're going to force to there, which is fine. That lane to there. That lane to there. And then by putting the 4 lane in here, we've given a slip lane to oncoming traffic. Okay, so if traffic coming through here isn't impeded at all, it comes through. So the same as this has gone to a 2 lane here, it's not impeded by this traffic coming on here. So let's go straighten that up a bit, tighten it up a bit as well. The same sort of theory here, right, with the way it's being done. So that's all I'm good. Just straighten that out a little bit. Straighten that out a little bit. Right. There we go. Right, I'm relatively happy with that. That's secured there. That's secured there. We'll fix this one up a little bit later. And we're just going to put this into here like this. Now, this is not a highway through there. So we go down to residential road. So 3 lane one-way road. And we're just going to grab that. Like that. And there. Like that. Oh, hang on. Maybe it was a highway. No, it wasn't. Was it? Oh, maybe it was all the way in there. All right, let's just do that anyway. Right, so we'll just convert that, and then we haven't got any worries about right. Then we haven't got any worries about any building through there. So that's just going to come straight down through there. That one there's got to be changed. That one there's got to be changed. All right, that should all be working now. So now we should be able to go take the space bar, and all the traffic should flow nicely. The traffic should be coming in and out. And traffic should be going through nicely. All right, fantastic. So what will happen is in the next episode, because we've now gone over, we're going to come over here and we're going to build our industry over in here. This is going to be a bit of our industry hub. So the guys over here have a nice, straight, quick access into the industry as well. So it's not going to really hurt them too much at all. All right, anyway, that's it for this episode. So thanks very much for joining us. Don't forget to come and check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and of course on our Discord channel. And like I said, don't forget to come and have a chat if you wish to. Details are all down below in the comments. And of course, press that like button if you like the episode. We like seeing the like buttons pressed. And of course, if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware when more videos are available on the channel just like this. All right, and until next time, try and keep those roundabouts round. And we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Cities Skylines. See you later. Bye.